Hey there, boils and ghouls. It's your friend Taryn Tats, and I'm back with another video. First of all, I just wanted to take a moment to say, I hope everybody, I wish you all had a happy 4th of July yesterday. Hopefully, you all were safe and just had a great time. And I had a good time. It was nice, cooked up some steaks, saw fireworks, everything else, so got to, talk with friends and everything. So, yeah, it was a really nice time. And I hope you guys got to have a good time and everything. I hope you're all safe and had a wonderful day. But yeah, it's also, by the way, hopefully, keep an eye out today. I plan to have a uh, 4K Blu-ray review up for Jaws 2, so that'll be something to look forward to. Honestly, it's I was thinking maybe I could have done that yesterday, but Amazon decided no, they weren't going to deliver. It was 4th of July, so they were going to we'll get it to you, but it'll be on the 5th. So it ended up coming. It's going to come a day late. So yeah, so I'm getting it here soon. So hopefully I'll be able to get the VO. So get the VO. So yeah, so keep a lookout for Jaws 2 4K Blu-ray review. Hopefully coming soon. But anyway, so yeah, I picked up quite a bit of other stuff here, and normally, when I pick something up, I'll just kind of tack it on to the 4K review. But in a case like this, where it's a considerable amount of stuff that I've acquired, then it's kind of like, yeah, I think it'd be better just to make this its own video because then a 4K Blu-ray review, which should be really just a few minutes, now it's like almost half an hour and stuff. It's like, no, that's ridiculous. So anyway, so yeah, this is just a separate video. Show you a lot of other stuff I picked up. Mostly it's CDs, but I got some good movies here too, and I'm really happy and can't wait to show these to you. So let's go ahead and get going. 2 minutes into the video, but anyway, so I picked up one DVD, and this is one I think you guys might have remembered me saying at one point that I ended up I mentioned it when I did my movie room tour that I had movies in like the white envelope or white envelopes, and they were movies when I was stuck in a very small space and I had to get rid of the DVD cases and stuff like that. There just wasn't enough room, so I had to put a bunch of my DVDs and stuff into like CD wallets and things like this. And over time I've been trying to get some of them back. This one here I've been trying to get back for quite a while, and it goes, usually when I look on Amazon, it goes for pretty outrageous prices and everything. But I found this, and I'm happy I found it. I had the DVD for a while, but nice to get it back and have it in a case. We have Cyrus, Mind of a Serial Killer. This is a decent movie. I mean, it's definitely pretty low budget. But Brian Krause from Sleepwalkers and Charmed and stuff, Danielle Harris. Come on, we're horror fans. I don't think I need to tell you who Danielle Harris is, and I seriously don't think I need to tell you who Lance Henriksen is. Okay, I'm gonna say it's like if I do, then we got a problem. But yeah, this is a decent movie. It's a pretty grim, pretty brutal, low budget, but still pretty good little flick. Sorry about the light there, but yeah, like I've had the DVD for a long time, been trying to find it in a case again, and finally was able to get it. So it's like, yeah, it's nice to have it back and have it in a nice, case again. So there you go. So now I don't have just the disc and a little sleeve. Okay, these are some Blu-rays I picked up, and this one here, this is one I had on DVD, now upgraded to Blu-ray. You guys know I'll upgrade when and where I can. And I watched this once. I remember it's like, this is kind of but I need to give this another watch. This is Bigfoot, The Lost Coast Tapes. Sorry. Yeah, these are all pretty much already sleeved. Just, like I found these used, and just the cases were not in good condition, so I just went ahead and it's like, yeah, just wanted to get them cleaned up and get them sleeved and, get them in as nice condition as I possibly can. But so anyway, so yeah, I remember watching this one. I was just thinking it was just kind of, it was kind of meh, but I need to give it another shot. But yeah, it's kind of nice. Had this on DVD, now upgraded to Blu-ray, so I'll do that when and where I can. Okay, these three here, I went to my local record store. I got some Disney movies. Went to my local record store, and they have like a bin or kind of like a rack that has Blu-rays that they sell. Either you can get 2 for $5 or 3 for $10. These, of course, being Disney movies, these were 3 for $10. But I got three good ones that I'm happy to have now, and again, these are already sleeved. So we have Sleeping Beauty. This is the Walt Disney the Signature Collection. So we have Sleeping Beauty. Consider these classic movies for $3.33. I can't complain. But so we got Sleeping Beauty. We got this one here. I know is now considered pretty controversial. I'll get to that in a minute. Why I'm buying these Blu-rays, but yeah, nice to actually have it. And that is Peter Pan. Especially now with that Peter Pan and Wendy movie that they put out that apparently everyone seems to hate. But yeah, I have no interest. The one thing that surprised me is I don't know how the hell I missed that. The girl who plays Wendy in that movie is Mila Jovovich's daughter. She's a spitting image of her mother, and somehow that didn't register in my mind. There's like, oh, that's Mila Jovovich's daughter until somebody mentioned that. It's like, oh, that's right, huh? It's like she looks just like her mom. It's like, how did I not pick up on that? But Peter Pan, yeah, it's like, I know, it's like this is now considered controversial and stuff like that, but still, kind of nice to have it. So. And finally, this one not so controversial, but still, I thought I'd go ahead and get it. And this is another signature collection edition. We got Beauty and the Beast. So nice to get the animated version. I did see the live action version with Emma Watson and stuff. It's like, yeah, it was okay, but still, usually the anime versions are always better. So, but that's kind of the thing, though. Is like with these. See, what I was gonna say and talking about like Peter Pan and stuff. They talked about how, one of the reasons. This is just rumor that I heard. I don't know if this is true. It's probably not. But this is one of the things that kind of lit a fire under my tush and got me to start, trying to build up my Disney animated movie collection, which I got quite a few of them now. But I'm mostly not going for the new stuff. I'm going for like the older films, and especially ones that have been turned into live action versions. Stuff like Beauty and the Beast, Peter Pan. Like Sleepy Beauty, not yet, but like Snow White, Cinderella, things like this. It's like just this was a rumor that I heard that eventually that's one of the reasons why they're doing all these live action movies is that at some point they're talking about that there's a possibility that like one of the reasons why they want you to just go ahead and give up on physical media and just stream everything on Disney Plus is so that they have that control. So so like one day if you're like, hey, I want to get on Disney Plus and I want to watch the cartoon version of Beauty and the Beast, you try to get on there and watch it, and it's like boom, it's gone. Just all of a sudden it's gone, and you're like, well, wait a minute, where is this? Okay, well then I'll watch the Little Mermaid cartoon. That's gone. Peter Pan, that's gone. Pinocchio, Dumbo, a lot of these older cartoons and stuff. And then they're like, well, that was a rumor that I heard. This, like, why do you think it's one of the reasons they keep churning out all these live action versions and stuff? Is because at some point they're going to be like, well, see, that's the thing. We fixed these movies with the live action versions, and they're better now. So now you don't need this. So that all of a sudden, one day, all of a sudden, these movies could just disappear, and they just, I mean, Disney's been doing this crap for decades. Remember the Disney Vault? They put a movie out for a little while. It's like, oh, buy, The Lion King, or buy, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks or something. Buy it right now before we put it back in the Disney Vault and stuff like that. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that they could turn around and be like, well, we have the live action version, and that version's fixed. So you don't need this. So let's just get rid of this. It's like, this here is insensitive. So let's just get rid of this, and then we can just, and you got the live action version. You can watch that, even though it's, most people believe the live action movie is a actually worse film, So it's just kind of like, to me, it's just kind of nice to be able to have these to, watch them just in case. Now, I don't know if it'll ever happen, but just in case, it's nice to have these bad boys for a backup, and, there we go. So, yeah, so I'm just hoping that, the day never comes that this does happen. But also, too, hey, I can get the classic Disney movies and on Blu-ray for $3.33 each. And, every time I get them, it's like, that's the main thing, it's like, I'm always worried because you figure it's like, okay, kids probably have their hands all over these things, so they're probably going to be destroyed. And it's like the funny thing is like the cases are always destroyed, but the discs are always in mint condition. I maybe get one once in a while that maybe has like a smudge or something on it, but hey, just like get a was it like a microfiber cloth, wipe it down, and there you go, boom, you're good to go. So, but anyway, yeah, just in case, I say, well, that's not going to be very likely though, now is it? Because they're going to be putting their stuff out on 4K, because now you can get on Amazon, you could pre-order Cinderella. They got that coming out on 4K. It's like, okay, two things about that. I admit, I'm going to definitely be dragging my feet on that for two reasons. Number one, first and foremost, we know that Disney 4K is not exactly top quality. I've reviewed Disney 4Ks in the past, and 20th Century Fox released through Disney 4Ks and stuff like Heat and Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff. I've reviewed Disney 4K. They're not exactly known for being top quality. So truth be told, for the most part, I'm pretty well just fine sticking with the Blu-rays. But and then another thing is like, where's to say that they can't? They say, well, we're putting the stuff out on 4K, but where's to say they're going to be like, well, we can't say we can't put out a censored version of it. So like stuff that we find offensive in Dumbo, we could put Dumbo out on 4K, but we could just conveniently edit out the stuff that we think is offensive. So that's what I say. So it's like when it comes to the Disney 4Ks and stuff, I'm definitely going to be dragging my feet. But anyway, let's move on. Went to a local Goodwill. I found these for $2 each. And this is kind of funny. I pre-ordered the 4K Steelbook, and that's going to be coming in October, but I found this for $2. And this is such a, bad that it's good kind of movie in a way, and everybody's ripped this movie a new a-hole, but I just thought it was funny, and that is Nicolas Cage in The Wicker Man. Not the bees! Not the bees! How did it get burned? How did it get burned? How did it get burned? I like Nicolas Cage as an actor, and let's face it, so many of us really do like Nicolas Cage as an actor. It's just sometimes some of the material he's been given, it's like there are movies, like this just was not a good movie for him, and but it has become somewhat iconic because of his over-the-top acting and stuff like that, and just his kind of oddball character and demeanor and things like this. But let's face it, the guy really is a good actor. More often than not, you see him in a movie, he's so entertaining, and he keeps you into a movie. It's like, oh God, he's so many good performances. Raising Arizona, Wild at Heart, Color Out of Space, Mandy, Willy's Wonderland. That movie's fantastic, Willy's Wonderland. It's not that he's a bad actor. He's definitely not. But just sometimes the movies that he's been given and stuff. But this is kind of more for completion. I'd give anything. Oh man, really, I wish this would have had like a Riff Tracks commentary on it. Like put the Riff Tracks commentary on it. This would be perfect. That would be. Unfortunately, Riff Tracks doesn't do much physical media, but yeah, it would have been great if we could have gotten The Wicker Man with Riff Tracks commentary on it. It's like I would have snatched that in a second. But anyway, I just figured, yeah, $2 for this, and more for completion purposes and stuff. And it's ridiculously bad, but still, I couldn't help it. So yeah, and I do have The Wicker Tree. I watched that movie once. That's another movie I need to give it another look-see, and because I remember just thinking it was just kind of middle of the road, not great, but not horrible either. Definitely not as good as Wicker Man, but yeah, I need to give that one another watch-see. But anyway, so yeah, The Wicker Man remake, $2. $2 is a good break the bank or anything. So there you go. So and on Blu-ray too. So, and the last one for the movies, we have this is one. It was kind of funny. We got Run Fat Boy Run with Simon Pegg and Tandy Newton and Hank Azaria. Yeah. I really do like this movie. And it, where does it say? It's like, yeah, Rocky by way of There's Something About Mary. Yeah, this is a fun movie. It's, it's a good movie. I was actually the other day on the big screen. I was like, you know what? I'm going to marathon the Cornetto trilogy. Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and World's End. And I did that, and that was fun. And while I was watching those, I was remembering, it's like, man, you know what? I saw this movie, and I really, really would like to get this. This is a good movie. It's a lot of fun. Simon Pegg is funny in this and everything. And and then amazingly enough, then it's like 2, maybe 3 days later, I walk into a Goodwill, and there it is on Blu-ray for $2. So can't beat that. Anyway, yeah, glad to have all that. Okay, we need to hurry up and move along. The video is long enough as it is, and I still haven't gotten through the CDs yet. Okay, so we need, let's see, we got, these are, pretty cheap, as you can imagine. We got Mariah's number ones. So, do we really need to know about Mariah's number ones? Joke. Well, I'm sure there are some guys out there who'd be like, oh, I want to know everything about Mariah. But yeah, this has a lot of songs on there that I love. It's like Someday and it was like Emotions, Dream Lover, Hero, uh, Honey. Yeah, that's the only thing that bothers me is I didn't, Heartbreaker is not on this one. That bugs me. So anyway, so Mariah Carey for $1 got, I know this is going to sound out of place, but got Barry Manilow's greatest hits. And this has a lot of songs on there of his that I really like. It's got Mandy. It's got Ready to Take a Chance Again. Looks Like We Made It. Daybreak. Stuff like that. So, yeah, for $1, come on. It's Barry Manilow. Yeah, I know. And I'm confident enough in my masculinity to say that, yes, I now own a Barry Manilow CD. So, got some Weird Al. Always great to get Weird Al. So, we got 2 Weird Al's. And probably his most popular album is in 3D. Because this has Eat It and I Lost on Jeopardy, like some of his biggest, I love theme from Rocky 13, or Ryer the Kaiser. That one's pretty good. But yeah, found this and great to have it. Another one here. This one I'm really glad I was actually able to get back. We have Bad Hair Day, and this is one that I had on CD before, and this thing was scratched and some of the songs weren't playing. I know like Syndicated Incorporated. I know, like that song wasn't playing. That would skip and everything. So now to finally have it in a nice brand new copy and, perfect disc, no scratches. Everything's good. So yeah, glad to finally get this bad boy back. So I'm so happy about that. Now the rest of these I believe are all soundtracks. So here we go. We got South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Another one I had the CD, but I was like, yeah, it's pretty scratched up and been through quite a bit. So, great CD. Blame Canada, blame Canada. So yeah, awesome soundtrack, great to have it. This one here, yeah, I went to my local record store the other day, and apparently somebody decided they wanted to offload their Danny Elfman soundtrack collection, which worked out pretty good for me. And so I picked up 3 of them that I really wanted. And nice to finally have. And first one is Corpse Bride. It's cool. I like the music on here, and it's nice to have this one on as a companion with Nightmare Before Christmas. But yeah, really cool. Glad to have this one. Corpse Bride. Yeah, cool. This one here, this one's going to need a new CD case. You're going to see in a second. Yeah, it's pretty scratched up and everything, but I could not believe I found this. I was looking on Waxworks' website, and unfortunately, the vinyl is now sold out, so I wasn't able to get it. But it's like, you know what? I can live with this on CD. We have the soundtrack for Sleepy Hollow. Really awesome. Like you can see those. Like the disc and everything is in great condition. Just unfortunately, the case has definitely seen some better days. So yeah, I get a chance. This is going to need a new CD jewel case, but still. Man, I can't believe it. So it's like, yeah, I missed out on the vinyl, which I'm kind of sad about that. But you know what? Like I said, I can live with it on CD. So at least I have a physical copy of it. So, and this one here really surprised me, and I am so happy about this one. Could not believe it. It's like I figured this would be one like I'd be lucky if I could find it like on a Waxwork record but somewhere down the line. But got it on CD. We have Nightbreed, Clive Barker's Nightbreed. Yeah, sorry. That glare is a B word, isn't it? Oh, yeah. So glad. Nightbreed on CD? Hell yeah. It's like, I do want to get I used to have an audio cassette, but unfortunately the tape wore out. But yeah, I'd love to get the Hellraiser soundtracks back. CD or vinyl, either will work. But still cool to have Nightbreed soundtrack on there. So. These last 2 here, this is one that I had on vinyl, but I was just like, you know what, I want to have it on CD too, and that is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I love the music from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Definitely one of my favorite soundtracks. This is so awesome. Great, great song. Science fiction picture show. Hot Patootie, Bless My Soul. All this kind of stuff. Sweet Transvestite, it's like, oh my god, the songs on here are so iconic. So this is one like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I have the vinyl and stuff, but I just couldn't help it. I wanted the CD as well. So yeah, glad to have it. And last but not least, this one here. Oh, this is definitely going to need a new case, but got it for a great price, and that is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone soundtrack. So good old John Williams, man, can't beat it. Yeah, like you see, yeah, the disc is good. The interior artwork and stuff is good. Just man, the case is really beat up. But yeah, this is definitely going to need a new case, but still glad to have it. I wouldn't mind getting all the Harry Potter soundtracks, on CD. Anyway, so that's it. This video is running pretty long, so I better cut it off. So if anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. If you haven't already, go subscribe to my channel. And that's it, boils and ghouls. I'll see you later. Have a good day. Be sure to keep an eye out for the Jaws 2 4K review.